Hello and welcome to Fintech Today. I'm Matt Hyde, the founder of Fintech Awards London. It's great to welcome our headline sponsor of Fintech Awards London 2025. Maybe you could introduce yourself.
Hello, Matt. It's great to be here. My name's Ed Pugh. I'm a client director in the Fintech practice at Aon.
I suppose first question I've got to ask, because everyone who's watching this may well be thinking, Aon and Fintech. So what's the connection?
What's the connection is we have a wide variety of Fintech clients. I like to think we're Fintech's best kept professional service provider, basically. People tend to know us as an insurance broker. We are their insurance broker to probably 30 or 40 well-known fintechs in the UK, but we provide a really wide range of services. Cybersecurity, talent consultancy, we've got some really interesting risk data and analytics services now that we provide. So I think what's not well known about us is our willingness to take on fintechs at an early stage and grow with them right the way up to and including IPO when it happens.
So it's interesting you say then, so really you take that fintech startup on their journey right up to, I suppose, startup, scale up, grown up, IPO and listed.
We do. We want to back the ones with potential. And we're willing to do that at an early stage.
So Fintech Awards London, so you do all of these things. Why choose to get involved with the awards?
Well, it's a great party, isn't it?
It is a very good party.
It's a great party. No, I mean, joking aside, it is a huge amount of fun. Testament to your and Emma's organisation of it. Awards dinners can be a bit stale, can't they? You know, we've probably been to them. Yeah. It's a great party atmosphere. It's got all the right people there. I mean, there's such a varied and vibrant scene in London. I'm sure the Welsh would quibble that point, but it's an enormously vibrant scene. We've got clients there, we've got prospective clients there, and it's a great party. It's also the day before my 50th birthday. Look at that!
Wow. I mean, it was almost as if it was designed that way.
Almost designed for me, Matt.
All around you, Ed. Obviously. So, as we said, the party, the celebration, the night when people find out, because you're quite lucky, you're one of the very few who know the winners from today, but just from today. That's, as we said, is a great time to network, to party, to celebrate the talent, the companies. The judging, though, is very different. So you've been here all day, 28 interviews. How would you find that compared to maybe other things?
A very high standard this year. It's my second year on the trot. Really, really high standard. Lots of amazing AI use cases. I think that's a big change since last year. Less blockchain. Actually, we've only had one blockchain use case, albeit a very good one. A wide range of companies, from those that are, there's 6 of them, 4 founders, and they're sort of bootstrapping it. They haven't even done a proper fundraising round yet, to some really quite mature businesses. So I think the shortlist really does effectively represent the diversity, not just in use case, into the client base, in terms of where they are on the journey, in terms of maturity of the business. A really amazing experience, actually. It has been very hard work because you have to be absolutely on top of it all day. But it's been genuinely very enjoyable, Matt, actually.
Good. And do you think the process of having them come in, the judges are all there in person, the finalists are in person. Do you think that's a system that works well?
It is, yes. I mean, people have got very different presentation styles, haven't they? And what's really interesting is that the presentations there have been actually quite consistent with the role. So the CEOs have presented in a certain way. We've had some business development people, we've had some product people, and they all have a slightly different take on talking about the business that they work for, or in the case of the CEOs and founders. So the diversity of presenters has been very good as well, but the standard's been really, really high. The people that you put in front of myself and the other judges today really believe in their businesses. That's come across really loud and clear.
It's great, and I think it's showing how strong London is, and obviously the regions as well feed into that. We're talking about London, though, in particular. Would you say that London is still the fintech capital of the world? Big question.
It is a big question. We have heard a couple of stories today of founders Moving to Dubai. You read about it in the press. I mean, I don't have access to the numbers. I mean, what I would say is when you look at one of the main metrics. I mean, Innovate Finance. We're in their offices today. They push some really good statistics out relating to the amount of inward investment into UK fintech, and of that, of course, they look at where the fintechs are headquartered, and it is disproportionately London. Although some really good success stories in the regions as well, of course. The investment numbers, of course, compared to the crazy days of 2022, probably when money was at its easiest, comparative to then, looks quite low. But actually, if you compare it over the medium term and compare it to other comparable countries, it's still a very, very, very good story. It depends on the sort of range of data. I mean, I think our investment levels at the moment have probably returned to where they were, before the crazy days, maybe back to sort of 2018, 2019 levels. So that still paints a very good picture overall. So London's got a lot to recommend it.
Yeah, definitely. I think that numbers-wise, we're second only to America, which, considering how vast America is and what's there, we're doing incredibly well.
Punching a long way beyond our weight, I think.
100%. So when we think of keeping that crown, what do you think we need to do, be it government, ourselves, fintech companies, people like yourselves? What do we need to do to make sure that we keep that crown of being one of the fintech capitals of the world?
Well, there's a couple of really important things. Let's start with the government thing first. I mean, if you look at AI regulation, regulation relating to digital assets or crypto assets, having a sensible, proportionate, clear regulatory regime that's in place in a timely manner. I mean, the Chancellor of the Exchequer appeared at Innovate Finance annual conference this year, talking about the current government's commitment to get some fully formed digital asset cryptocurrency regulation out the door. So having a sensible, proportionate regulatory regime, I think, is really, really important. Also, I think maintaining the tax incentives, particularly for founders. I mean, that's a lot of what drives the early stage investment, the enterprise investment scheme. These are people that are willing to take considerable risks, and having the right tax regime that proportionally rewards that risk taking is very important.
So look, it's been great having you with us for the day.
It's been great to be here.
We look forward to, as we said, to the celebration of the party on June the 18th. And thank you.
Matt, thank you very much.